Hello, you are welcome. This is Soft Reason. In this lesson, we will be concerned on how to use cutting wall to create this type of window. Okay, and so let's start. I will click on the file, then on the new, click on project. Select architectural template project, click on OK. And so I want to start by drawing a wall, so I'll click on wall. I'll be using this generic wall, 200 mm. I pick the first point. I want to have a wall of 5,600, just like this. I escape and open the architecture tab, floor. I will be considering generic floor 150. I pick this rectangular tool line and pick the edge of the wall, and I will have I click here. I select the command. If I select this, I'll be able to edit this to be 7,500, just like this, and I finished it. So I want to be drawing my cutting wall on this wall, so I'll click here. I select this command, click on wall again, select this, scroll down to cutting wall exterior glazing, click that, and I'll hover my cursor so as to have a distance of 1,300. I picked it, and then the cutting wall I will be considering is going to be 3,000 millimeter length. I clicked. So having this showing this color, I will pick on the cut tool, select the wall, and then select the cutting wall to have it in place, just like this. Okay, so after which, if I do 3D, I will be having something of this kind. Alright, so I want to have an offset on this cutting wall. Mind you, this wall is unconnected. You can see the height is unconnected. The constraint is 8,000. So I select the cutting wall, and then offset from the base I will use 450, just like this. Okay, then the top constraint is going to be 6,500, just like this. So I will have something of this kind. Okay, and so I want to be editing the cutting wall, so I select it and then click on edit profile. So in the edit profile mode, I will navigate to the south elevation. So in this south elevation, I will start editing. I pick the offset tool, then I'll be able to offset 1,200 from this to this point, and then I'll offset 800 from this point to this point. Okay, after which, mind you, this distance from this point to this point is 3 meters, so I'll be offsetting 1,500, which is half of it, or a picked line. Select this point to this point. Okay, so after which I will select the command, start trimming, take this to this point, and this one goes to this point. Okay, cancel it. First of all, take this to this point. You can use trim to trim this one, and as well this one, you break it here. Use this to trim this and this one, so you will be having something like this. Alright, select that command. So I want to be having a arc here, so I will pick line here. Okay, so and I will over my mouse to have a distance of 800. I pick this point, then be able to have a hack of this radius. I'll click on it. If I want to edit the radius, I can just make the radius 1000, and I'll have something of this kind. Okay, after which I will click on finished. Alright, okay, it's not actually finished, and so click on continue. I have not deleted this line, so I select this line and delete it. Use trim this one to this and this to this one. Okay, click on finished. So you can see now it is now finished. Okay, so after which you will be having this. If you check it in 3D, it will look like this. Okay, so now we want to be adding cutting work grids. I will zoom closely, select the grid. So I want to have one grid at the center, so I just click here to have a grid. Then also have a grid here. Alright, so if I hover my mouse, I will have a grid here, and I'll change this to 600. Okay, and I'll continue. Place the next one, also the same 600. Okay, for this one I can get it 600 too. Sorry, if you select this 600. Alright, so I pick the grids again. I have another one 600. And then this one will be like this. Okay, so for this place I'll have another one like this. Okay, so after which I want to be adding a kind of arc here, a hack frame. Okay, so for me to do that, I will on the architectural tab, select component, click on model in place. I'll be using generic model, this one. Click on OK, and then OK this. So I'll click on instruction, then I will set work plane. I pick plane, click on OK. So I will be considering this plane, this one. I'll pick this plane. After which I'll navigate to the south elevation, and I will use arc radius. Pick this point, and then I will try to pick this, and then be able to have a radius, of 500 mm. Select this, the radius to be 500 mm. Sorry, just undo that. Alright, undo this. So with this radius we go by it. Click on offset to have an offset of 25 that way and this way. All right. So after which, you just have to pick this line, select this one, use the trim tool to be able to trim this. Just like that. Trim this one. And then trim this one. You can't lay the center line. Just like this. So you can come to this point and be able to change the material of this. So in the material dialog, just give it, search for G, pick this one for this extrusion and click on finished. So you have something of this kind. Click on finished to finish the edit mode. So you have something like this. Okay. Once you are done like this, you can check it in the 3D. You have something of this kind. Actually, we did not edit the thickness, but you can hold here and push it in or out. Okay, but we may not do that. Okay, all we need to do is just click on it and click on edit. Okay, select this, and then you can be able to edit this place. Restrictions end to 25, just like this. Applied. So you will now be having a very nice shape, just like this. Finished it. Alright, so the next thing we will have to do is we will delete this particular segment line. So select it, select on remove, and click on this one to remove it, just like this. Okay, after which you go to the architectural tab again, this one, and then you'll be able to select mullion. Select this mullion, go to edit. If you notice, you have this mullion thickness 150, you make it 25. This places dimension width on side 2 and width on side 1 are still remain the same. You can decide to change the material. You come here, type GY to select the same material for the frame. Okay, click on OK. Alright, so it's now start to fix the mullion. Pick this point to fix it. You can see it is almost in line. Pick this point to fix this one, just like that. Okay, they pick this grid lines so as to fix the mullion like this. Then pick the side to have the side frames as well. So just like this, you can see. Pick this top. Zoom closely. Okay, it's been fixed. And also you fixed it here and there. Alright, so we are having it here for this place, just like that. Alright, so all has been fixed successfully. And so now if you, okay, let's fix this place. Alright, so if you want to select the command, if you want to see it maybe shade it, you have something of this kind. Okay, so as well you can delete, you can edit the glass. Okay, so for you to be able to edit the glass of this type of window, you can just scroll down. You come to family. Okay, in this family, you come to curtain panel. This one, we are not using empty panels, we are using system panels. So you just expand it, double click on the glazing. So in the glazing you see glass here. Edit it, click on it. You can increase the thickness of the glass as well. Click on this the three dotted point to have this material browser. So in the material browser you have a glass here. If you come to appearance, you can see it's a glass clear. Okay, so you can change it to a reflective glass. Okay, if you come to this appearance, okay, come to glass and come to glazing. If you check along these ones, you will notice that you have this one. This is blue reflective. Okay, so you double click on it. After which you close this one. Okay, then the reflectant, you can increase it to that extent. Okay, come to graphic. Alright, so in the graphic, the rate of transparency, okay, transparency, you may reduce this one, or you just use render appearance just like that. Okay, then come to where you have this background, click on it, and then be able to select this one and move this to some point here. Click on it. Alright, after we can click on apply it, and you okay, so you'll be having something of this kind. Apply it, and okay, so you have something like this. So I want us to be producing a copy around this, just as it was in that picture. So we still go to component, editing placed. If you scroll down, I want to be using generic model again, just like this, and click on OK. You pick this one, and you set the work plane just like that, and then you pick the wall just like this. Go back to the south elevations, just pick this one, and if you try to select this, it will be giving you issues. If you're having issues selecting, just hit on the tab key, you'll be able to select it just like this. Sorry, selected it wrongly. Hit on the tab key and then select that, this one, select this, and then select this, that. Okay, just trim this one to this, just like that. Then for this one, you are going to extend it. Pick this line, pick this one, and pick this. Okay, then click on offset. The offset, you give it an offset of 100, okay, or 125, just like this, 36 inch. And then have this offset just like this. Okay, so after which you just have to trim them in place, just like that. For this, you will use a break tool to break that, and then be able to trim this one and this one. Okay, break this one as well at this point, and you should also be able to trim this and this one. Okay, just like this. Okay, so over here you do the same thing. Can trim this one. Okay, I want to make sure that this line is a single line. Okay, so you can delete this one now, so you can have a single line there. Be able to trim this and this. Okay, so you keep trimming these two, this one to this to this, just continue, so you can be able to finish this successfully. Okay, alright, so delete this now and trim this one to have a single line, just like this. So the extrusion of it is going to be we're going to be using 70 mm for the extrusion. Okay, and we will be using the same material. Okay, this one, click on finished. Alright, okay, so continue. Let us offset this point within offset this placed. Okay, just like that. So pick here, divide this point and that point, and offset, trim. So you click on finish now. So this is it, it's finished. Go to the 3D, you have something of this kind, and click on finished, you have something of this kind. Alright, so this is how I actually created that glass that was in that picture. Okay, so for other things, it's just a material, adding a material. If you select on this one, you click on the edit, you can just come to this point and change the material. Okay, you can just give it a name, a new material. Okay, right click, and then you can call it maybe wall. Okay, wall T. Then come to render appearance. You can go to this point, so you can just easily pick pick the material. Maybe if you have material in your document, you can just select it and you open it. All right, just like this. Okay, so if you open it, double click here, it will take you to where you can set how big you want it to be and how visible, just like this. Okay, so if I just pick this place, maybe 2000. Okay, and then click here, it will reset both. All right, I click on to done. Okay, and then if I want to add a kind of reflective, I can activate any of this one, but I don't want. Let it just be the way it is. Click on apply it, and then I'll click on okay. That is for this wall. Okay, okay, yeah, apply. Okay, I have something there. So for this one, you do the same thing. Select this wall. Mind you, this wall and this wall are the same. Okay, so what you need to do, you just have to duplicate it and click on OK, and then go to edit, come to this category, and then you rename, right click and give it a name or 2T, just like this. Render appearance, and you'll be able to navigate to where you can choose this material, and okay, just like that. And then if you click here, you can also be able to set the width and the length of this. So if you have this one now, they just say 1500. Okay, that way, and 1500 this way. Click on done, just like this, and apply. Okay. All right, so after which click on OK here, and OK. So that is it. If you check it in the realistic view, it may show. So you have something of this kind, but we are going to be rendering it. But by then, I wanted to place some component here, so we can just go to the arm view, just like this, and then come to massing and site, and then click on the site. Okay, deselect that, come to architectural tab, click this point, and then select component. If you pick this place, and then you can be able to load components. Okay, you return to this and be able to open that place UK, just like this, and then you scroll down to where you have furniture. Okay, scroll to furniture, this one, and then sitting. If you scroll down, okay, that round table is not in this place. Go back, then where you have let's check this one. All right, this one, click on it and open it. If you are able to open it, it's upgrading from the to the latest version. Click on OK. What about the height? Consider the height of it to be 750, 60. Can do some other settings here. It is 4 chairs. Okay, click OK, and then you can be able to just place it 1, 2, and sorry. All right, just go this way, 1 and 2, just like this. Okay, deselect this, and you can just align them. Be able to copy, and you pick this point, take it here, picked, you go copy again, and deselect multiple, that's why. Okay, and then place it here, just like this. So you go back to the 3D, you'll be having something of this kind. Once you have that done, you just navigate to the plan view like this. Okay, and then you pick camera. You'll be able to place the camera here and extend it towards the side, just like this, and click. So you'll be having a view of this kind. So you just extend the camera coverage so that you can be able to cover up to the height of the wall and a little bit above, just like this, and then also extend this side. Okay, so you can be able to see the floor of this, just like this. Okay, so if you activate this and then you go to consistent color, you have something of this kind. And if you go to realistic view, you have something of this kind. But if you now go to rendering and render it, you have it in this form. You have it in this form. Okay, so rendering will take actually longer time, so you can just go through that on your own for the rendering. But our major concern is how to create a window of this kind using curtain wall, which we have done successfully. Okay, so if you have not subscribed, you subscribe, like the lesson, and stay tuned for more advanced lesson of this kind. Stay tuned. Bye for now.